Last day of racing in February. Have a decent competitive cards in races 5 and 6. Those are ones to bet on. But we will head on over and watch that 9 race card.
And they're off. Dr. Snyder parking is set up for early speed and Occasional Moon away running in third position. On the inside is Star Street making progress. Star Street now moving along into third. As they race down the backstretch, and Disputed Claim is there on the outside in that second flight. Occasional Moon is back fifth in between horses. Length and a half, Mr. Houghton unhurried, about 6 off the pace. Back to Gaming Soul, Marilyn Moon trailing the field heading into the turn. Dr. Snyder Parkinus going head to head for the lead. Inside is Parkinus, Dr. Snyder there on the outside. Disputed Claim looms up there in third, and Star Street at the rail right there at close fourth. The 2.5 lengths, and Mr. Houghton's now asked for run in mid-flight, followed by Occasional Moon, Marilyn Moon second last, and Gaming Soul trailing the field at the quarter pole, the top of the stretch. They make the turn to home. Parkin is trying to hold out of the inside. Disputed Claim on the outside, trying to get on by. And here's Disputed Claim. Disputed Claim now disputing it with Parkinus's game back on the inside and coming back for more. Star Street is racing in third. Mr. Houghton is fourth, the far outside. Angling off the inside as Star Street is coming with the run now at Parkinus, but Parkinus gets away. Parkinus, Star Street, Parkinus clear. Parkinus from Star Street, solid second. Disputed Claim, followed by Mr. Houghton and Occasional Moon. Wait, ever love is strong to settle, straighten. And they're off. Clean break for Ravenel. Love is Strong is right there. And also Congress All up in the early mix too. And She Knows the Drill moving forward to the outside. They go She Knows the Drill. Ravenel and She Knows the Drill, the top pair. Congress Hall's in third position. Beat You by a Chubby Nose. Back to Love is Strong. And trailing the field is She Made Me Lucky. But only 4 to 5 lengths on the front. Slow pace. Ravenel leads the way just ahead in front from She Knows the Drill. Beat You by a Chubby Nose is next in line. In between horses, She Made Me Lucky. And then back to Congress Hall is only 4 from the front, and trailing the field is Love is Strong. Racing down the backstretch, Ravenel with a slow crawl up there with She Knows the Drill. She Knows the Drill. Ravenel now try to quicken up. They open up 2.5 lengths on Beat You by a Chubby Nose, and She Made Me Lucky. Love is Strong down to the inside. It slips some 5 from the front under a bit of a ride, and Congress Hall is in the back heading on for the far turn. Half mile left to go. Ravenel just in front. She Knows the Drill still glued to her on the outside, and it's another 3 back. And Beat You by a Chubby Nose is next. Then back to Congress Hall, who's out 3 deep around the turn into fourth, and She Made Me Lucky. And trailing the field, Love is Strong. 3 furlongs left to go. She Knows the Drill puts the head in front from Ravenel. Beat You by a Chubby Nose and Congress Hall. They're coming with runs now. Beat You by a Chubby Nose, 3 wide and a 4 wide Congress Hall. But She Knows the Drill gets away at the top of the lane with a 2-length lead. She Knows the Drill turns for home. She Knows Knows the Drill. Well off the inside now, drifting slightly in front by 3, by 4 from Congress Hall. Second on the inside, Ravenel's battling along would beat you by a chubby nose. Back to Love is Strong with a 16th left to go. She Knows the Drill clear. She Knows the Drill will win it from Congress Hall. Beat you by a chubby nose. Then Love is Strong. She Knows the Drill. Congress Hall beat you by a chubby nose. Love is Strong finished fourth. Minute 49.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety, controlling medication and training, which had never been done, investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques, decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
Equine moving in, and 6th the hard way. And they're off. Equine fast away. Mystic Seaport with speed out of the inside, the favorite. And here is next Ginger Girl, who's racing in third position. Hide Right Away and Spun in a Million, racing side by side. Just inside of Ginger Girl has dropped back a little bit, about 4 lengths off the pace now. 6th the hard way, the back of the pack. And Voodoo Priestess is trailing the field, heading into the far turn run. 7 lengths will cover them. Mystic Seaport, Equine there on the outside, try to keep up. It is Mystic Seaport a length in front from Equine. Ginger Girl back at them from third position and willing now. Hide Right Away is racing in fourth, and another length and a half, and Spun in a Million. And 6th the hard way has 8 to make up at the top of the lane, and Voodoo Priestess trailing the field. Top of the stretch now, Mystic Seaport, the one to reel in. Ginger Girl making a bid from second under her ride. Then Equine is in third position. Hide Right Away shifting in a little bit toward the inside now, and 6th the hard way just at an even clip as they pass the furlong marker. Mystic Seaport with Ginger Girl game. Mystic Seaport, Ginger Girl willing on the outside, but Mystic Seaport holding steady. It is Mystic Seaport. Mystic Seaport 3/4 of a length from Ginger Girl. Hide Right Away. Then Equine in 6th the hard way.
Introducing the first racing tool from Pegasus to Preakness. Iconic venues. World-class racing. Millions at stake. New champions will be crowned. Only at first.
And they're off. Sharp break for the rail for Grand Manor. Nome Digas and DeJohn with early speed in between horses as they round the turn to make three right across the track. It's Bodie Lynx traveling in fourth position early, and God Is Love is hustled along in the back of the pack. Already some six off of speed. Back to Triple Tito's and Transfer the Funds trailing the field. Running past the 7 Ace and Grand Manor getting plenty of pressure on the outside from DeJohn. Grand Manor DeJohn hooking up head to head. Nome Digas is 2.5 off them, trying to save something from third. Another 6 and Bodie Lynx is in fourth, and God Is Love, followed by Triple Tito's on the inside, and Transfer the Funds, double digits from the front. Heading to the 5 Ace pole, it's still Grand Manor in front from DeJohn by a head, with Nome Digas right off them in third position, and a gap of about 6 or 7 back. Bodie Lynx and God Is Love and Triple Tito's, and Transfer the Funds is seventh. Rounding that far turn, a half mile left to run, and it's Grand Manor trying to get away. Nome Digas now let loose on the outside, the first one to move. Nome Digas moving second outside. DeJohn fully extended from third. Bodie Lynx is in fourth, and Triple Tito's, and God Is Love driven 3 wide with 3 furlongs left now, and Transfer the Funds has been the trailer throughout. Grand Manor trying to shake free from Nome Digas, does so by a length and a half, almost 2. Bodie Lynx is next, and Triple Tito's fourth out of the inside. Transfer the Funds widest out into the stretch now. Furlong and a half left to run, and it's Grand Manor kept to task by Carol Cedeno. Have got the lead to Nome Digas. Triple Tito's down to the inside. Transfer the Funds trying to pick up on the far outside in the final furlong. Grand Manor weary but in front a length and a half. Transfer the Funds try to swerve in but straighten on the outside. Here's Transfer the Funds from dead last. Transfer the Funds at 15 to 1. Transfer the Funds going to get up as a long shot. Grand Manor and Nome Digas, followed by Triple Tito's and God Is Love. Minute 50.91. Oxide favored 5 to 2. Second finish. And they're off in a mile run. Bahama Channel with Oxide up on the outside, showing early speed. Between horses, Northern Thunder to mix it up early too. Here's Spotted Bull racing fourth on the far outside there, and they're followed by No More Talk down inside there from fifth. And Paradise Pride is next, and Speak Unity, Assembly Point, and Blame It on the Fun in the back. Only 7 lengths from front to back as they charge down the backstretch now, and it's Oxide the head in front from Northern Thunder and No More Talk down to the rail up close there in third position. Spotted Bull tracking along in fourth, and Paradise Pride down inside there in fifth, just a couple of lengths off the lead. Back to Northern Thunder and Speak Unity, Assembly Point, and Blame It on the Fun in the back. Only 6.5 lengths will cover them into the far turn. Oxide at a narrow lead, Northern Thunder in between horses, No More Talked out of the inside. Spotted Bull is right there in fourth as they round the far turn with 3.5 furlongs left to go. Oxide tries to get away from No More Talk and does so a length and change. On the outside, Spotted Bull, Assembly Point is on the move out there. 3 wide, Red Cap and Paradise Pride just in behind that second flight. And back to Northern Thunder, who's dropped back at the end of the stretch now. Quarter of a mile left to go to the second wire finish. Oxide is in front with Assembly Point, willing to charge through an opening down to the inside. About 3/16 left to run. It is Oxide in front. Oxide and Assembly Point. And here's Paradise Pride let loose from third position, trying to gain a bit. Just about a 16th of a mile left to go. Second wire finish. Oxide past that first line. Assembly Point and Paradise Pride reaching late on the scene of the far outside. Oxide from Paradise Pride. And then Assembly Point third. Minute 39.16. And they're off. Esperanza in mid-pack, Red, White, and Tacos, good break if then on the far outside, and Charlene down to the inside into the first turn run. So Charlene from the rail draw, Esperanza there, the 2-path outside, the hook up if then, and Red, White, and Tacos head-to-head for third early, and then Voice of Spring over to the 2-path of the far outside post. Miss Corey is followed by Mo Fire. Mo Fire's already 8 off for speed. Back to Notion Interruptus, and trailing the field is Stormy Cat Lady. They run down the backstretch with 6 furlongs to go. Esperanza enjoying a 3-length lead now. On Charlene is allowed to track in the second spot. Of Red, White, and Tacos is in third. If then is back and forth and saving ground, and Voice of Spring alongside. Another 2 back, and next After that one is Miss Corey, and they're followed by Mo Fire and Notion Interruptus and Stormy Cat Lady trailing the field. Heading into the far turn run, Esperanza the speed to catch, 4 furlongs out in a 4-length lead. Charlene and Red, White, and Tacos is third of the outside, and Voice is springed out of the inside, sent along for more run. Its other 4, but If Then is scrubbed on to more 2. Back to Mo Fire between horses and Notion Interruptus. Back to Miss Corey, still trailing as Stormy Cat Lady. Esperanza building on the lead. Esperanza opening up 8-9 lengths now. Red, White, and Tacos and Charlene. Mo Fire. Mo Fire fires up on the far outside. Still with 7 to make up. It has some momentum going now. Mo Fire on the outside, taking way to the center of the track. Into the stretch, it is Esperanza. Esperanza, a 7 or 8 length advantage. Mo Fire is fired hard into the second spot, but it's still Esperanza going strong for the last furlong. Mo Fire clearly second now. Trying to hang on to third is Voice of Spring. Here's Esperanza and Axel Concepcion to do it. It is Esperanza. Mo Fire second, third, Voice of Spring, then Charlene fourth, and If Then finished fifth.
The Maryland Jockey Club's Canter for a Cause cantered on with just over 300 entrants this year, coming from far and wide in this unique event to walk, trot, and canter over the famed Pimlico Racecourse that showcased historic legends and champions. The only event of this type founded by Georgianne Hale. All benefits go to the renowned nonprofit, the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
Well, this is a great event. I think it really showcases the thoroughbred can come out here and ride and come back to the racetrack and not have any issues. It's a great event for awareness and fundraising, and I think it's a great community event, especially with these people bringing OTTBs, because when they bring them here and they get to showcase them in front of everyone else, I think it's really fun. And because it's close to Halloween this year, we've seen a lot of great costumes, so that's good too. I think a lot of people assume that the racehorse ever came back to the track, that they would not be able to handle it. And we've seen today lots of horses come through the gate with little kids being led out, and things are fun. So yeah, I think once they're out of that racehorse mode for the most part, and they can come out to the track and enjoy themselves, and I think depending on what they're being trained for, they come back here and they know that this rider wants to canter slow or walk or trot, so it's good. It's good.
Ready, 6 furlongs. And they're off. Chinny Tin Tin and Dialer bouncing out on top. Chinny Tin Tin up at the inside. Moonset now moves second. Dialer settles into the outside in third position. There's Left Hand Thread in fourth. He's Pure Talent out inside there in fifth. Ragtime Riches and Floret trailing the field. Floret well back now, about 13 from the front. Heading over the turn, and it's Chinny Tin Tin, the one to catch a length and a half. Moonset, Dialer is third in. Left Hand Thread begins a rally on the outside as they enter the far turn run. Ragtime Ragtime Riches trying to come alive there from fifth, has 5.5 to make up. He's Pure Talent is next, and far back to Florid. Chinny Tin Tin to catch. Left hand thread now on the outside. Up to challenge for the lead with 2.5 furlongs left to run. Ragtime Riches moves strongly into third position, and Moonset is in fourth. Dialer under a drive there in fifth as they turn for home. Left hand thread the leader. Ragtime Riches clearly second now as they straighten in for home. Back in third position, a weakening Chinny Tin Tin. Dialer's in between horses. He's Pure Talent at the far outside, trying to pick up a little bit. They're coming to the last eighth of a mile, in the last eighth now, and it's left hand thread. Left hand thread solid with Jimmy on Toledo. Left hand thread, sharp looking win at the end. Win by a half dozen lengths. Ragtime Riches, Dialer was third. Then He's Pure Talent and Moonset finished fifth.
It's probably the most beautiful racetrack in the country, to be honest with you.
The background is just beautiful.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the grandstand and the racing.
The weather is beautiful. The facility is phenomenal.
The Gulfstream Championship meet has become one of the top events of the year. You could come out on a Wednesday and see a future Preakness winner.
They're off in the Preakness. The Run Happy Santa Anita Derby.
Got the unique 6.5 down the hillside turf course.
A whole lot of great racing here in California.
And we're off.
We have all three surfaces here, the only racetrack in the country to have all three surfaces. Being close to the ocean, being surrounded by some of the greatest horses and riders in history, it's amazing.
It's the prettiest thing you've ever seen. There's no one else has a background like we do.
In the gate. And they're off. John the Bear with a sharp break and Ward Toxin, and back in the woods. Good early speed, and Karen's Notion hustled up along on the inside. They're joined by Steinbeck and Kadri. They're all gunning out for the lead. The only one just outkicked is Hopeful Treasure in the back of the pack. Now back in the woods, maybe the head in front from Steinbeck, battling back on the inside, and Kadri in between horses. John the Bear back in fourth position into the turn. Ward Toxin fifth, while 3 wide. Hopeful Treasure and Karen's Notion trailing the field. Back in the woods, 3/8 from home, rounding that turn. John the Bear willing to re-rally now on the far outside, and Steinbeck and Kadri in between horses. They're all chasing back in the woods home. Back in the woods with a solid lead, a couple of lengths, confidently ridden toward the top of the lane. Back in the woods, John the Bear trying to get to him on the outside. John the Bear second, chasing him back in the woods. Back in the woods, still strong with a furlong left to go. And then between horses, Hopeful Treasure's trying to come on for a share. It's back in the woods, very tough. Karen's Notion has closed ground for the back of the pack to try to pick up late. It's back in the woods, 12-1, back in the woods, in a very sharp performance. Back in the woods, John the Bear and Karen's Notion in the photo. Hopeful Treasure, then Kadri.
1. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend and this February. We will be back in March on Friday. Post time is 12:25.